Metro Boomin, want some more, nigga. Automatic, in the trunk. Shoot the maggots with the pump. Thought it natty, love the paddock on my arm. He got static, pussy nigga, run your charm. Ghostface killers, Wu-Tang, 21 News Gang. Drug dealers in the Mustang, at the top of the food chain. Trapping the cocaine, no game. Shooter with no name. We can play toe games, the whole game. Kicking your dough, man. Yeah. Put on the paddock, private setting, I'm an addict. Break the mattress with a batty on the attic. Diamond glasses, need some glasses for the flashes, yeah. Michael Jackson with the fashion, bitch, I'm dabbing, yeah. I do this shit on purpose, got the bitches slurping. Whoa. All your pockets on hurting, nigga, you could be my servant. Go to the line, young nigga, don't listen, I purchase. After I cut up a thought, I give her some money for services. Wherever I go, the whole gang gon' go. Yeah, you cannot tame the hoe because she want fame for sure. You think that you rich cause you got 100 or more. I got an overload, look like I just sold my soul. I pour up before a little, I got the stripes, Adidas. I got a farm, mama, see it, and I've been known to beat it. Niggas ain't going defeated. We get the guns immediate. No running the group is an idiot. These niggas is broken, it's pitiful. Automatic, in the trunk. Shoot the maggots with the pump. Thought it natty, love the paddock on my arm. He got static, pussy nigga, run your charm. Ghostface killers, Wu-Tang, 21 News Gang. Drug dealers in the Mustang, at the top of the food chain. Trapping the cocaine, no game. Shooter with no name. We can play toe games, the whole game. Kicking your dough, man.
Yeah. Kim Jong, yeah, big bomb. Wonder bread, man, make your bitch lick crumb. Yeah, out of my pocket, flooded, got my wrist numb. Link, grab the hit stick, nigga tryna blitz some. Dope boy, I sell coke, boy. You broke ass rappers food, it's a pole, boy. Everybody the same, all these niggas sound alike. Yeah, Fox 5 gang, turn you to a candlelight. Bitch boy on my mobster, shrimp in my pasta. Jamaican dun da da, hang round the shotters. Mad Max, nigga, yeah, I hang with the killer. Planet of the Apes, yeah, I hang around gorillas. I got AK, SK, HK, broad day. You a fuck boy, we ain't with the horseplay, bitch. Trump ass nigga, did you do your chores today? Do you wanna take a ride with the coroner today?
Automatic, in the trunk. Shoot the maggots with the pump. Thought it natty, love the paddock on my arm. He got static, pussy nigga, run your charm. Ghostface killers, Wu-Tang, 21 News Gang. Drug dealers in the Mustang, at the top of the food chain. Trapping the cocaine, no game. Shooter with no name. We can play toe games, the whole game. Kicking your dough, man. Drop from the heaven straight in the wild. Trunk in the front top, gotta slide.
Today we're going to talk about the Home Run Derby, the MLB All-Star Game, College Football 25 dropping, and some NBA Summer League. Stick around. We'll be back here in a moment.
I mean, Connor McDavid, he might be the biggest fraud in all the lands. I mean, Connor McDavid, he might be the biggest fraud in all the lands. McDavid stinks. He's a softie. What a joke. Oh, man, it's tough to watch.
Gunnar Henderson is not invited to the White Boy Center.
If I was at that game and Zach Campbell came running down, breathing down my neck to catch a home run ball, he would catch an elbow to the nostrils. That's a fact.
He's looking like he's a fucking outfielder in the World Series, man. He's standing in the stands in right field.
He put his glove up there. It wasn't even anywhere close. It looks like Victor Robles playing defense for the Mariners. This guy wasn't even in the same state as catching that home run ball. Check the guy's vision. Somebody put some glasses on Pa. He can't see a thing.
100 fly ball, 100 fly ball, 100 fly ball.
No way.
Oh, yeah!
No fucking way, Trent.
Out of 10 of them, see what I'm saying? I'ma make them see what I'm saying. First they won't smoke, now they just playing. Nigga real hoes, you know what I'm saying?
On chat, happy BTL Monday, episode 510 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your hosts, Krabs and Jovan, boots on ground down in Dallas, in-person BTL this week. How you doing? Jovan, hope you had a great weekend. I was cooking in the sun with Mikey Overs at the PL All-Star game. It was epic.
Cooking.
You catch that? You see me on ESPN over there?
Yeah, that was kind of sick.
Sure.
Hilarious group of judges with you two and Hasselbeck and Pac-Man Jones. That was so funny to watch.
I got the fresh PLL All-Star Game hat. They got the freshest merch in all the land. Go check it out on their website, chats. We had a ton. We're hanging out with Pac-Man. We're hanging out with Hasselbeck, hanging out with the players. My guy, Ryder Garnsey, Redwoods Legends, came through for the air gate competition that we were judging. That was a W. Awesome weekend. Epic weekend for the PLL. Excited for the second half of the season starting up this coming weekend. we've got a lot of POL on the agenda coming up, folks. Dog days of summer are here. And this week, we're going to need shit to talk about with no MLB during the week. All right, we're going to get football involved. We're going to talk college football, I think, on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to talk some NFL. Tomorrow, you guys know what we're doing. Okay, we're playing the college football 25 game. Has to be done. All right, I think we're even doing a little bit of a tournament or something. Okay, W gatekeeping, I'll leave it at that. But tomorrow, all day, we're doing college football 25 gameplay until we go to the All-Star game. Tonight, we're hitting the home run derby, Jovan.
We are.
Sure.
Yeah.
You excited?
Oh, so excited. It'll be a time. Glad we didn't have to travel, or I didn't have to travel to do it. So it's in the backyard.
That is a W for you. Look, we've been the last two. People forget that.
We do. You forget that.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely don't forget not last year's, but the year before.
That was epic.
That's got to be up there with, like, as a fan, one of your favorite moments.
That was one of the coolest sports moments to be witnessing in person. Juan Soto winning the home run derby in a Nats uniform right before he got traded to the Padres. That was awesome. We were there in LA, boots on ground 2 years ago. Last year, we were in Seattle. We saw Vladdy, I believe, take the cake after a pretty weak first half of the season. He balled out, showed up in the home run derby. We saw J-Rod go off. It was close but no cigar in his home stadium up there in Seattle. It was awesome. Even in a pitcher's ballpark, that was sick. The juice baseballs were out, right? This is not the event to try to get cute at, Jovan. We're not taking less thans. We're not fading people. We're there to have a good time tonight. We're there to make some coins, but the juice baseballs will be out in full effect, okay? So I'm not going to get too cute, taking a lot of less thans or fading these guys, overall amount of home runs or distance, shit like that. Let's have some fun tonight, but let's also be sharp and find some winners because me and Jovan both have some we came in our back pocket for the show today. We're going to talk about. All right? W intro. Let's go ahead and hop in and talk about some of the recaps from Friday. I believe we had a squad ride push, chat.
Push, yeah.
Sure. We take a push. I still believe it's a pretty solid record for this month, 6-2-1 for the month of July. We take that, we move, we groove, no complaints. All right, we're cooking, we're chilling, we're bouncing back with some squad ride W's this week. All right, I don't know what we're going to do today. We're not going to force. We're going to see what we can come up with. TBD on squad ride today. It's going to depend on how much you guys want it and how surgical we can get with the lab for today. All right. What else we got to recap here, Gootsy? We got King of the Board.
Sharp report.
I believe. Sharp report. Oy. Jesus. 1-4 for me on Friday. Thank God we took your play for the squad ride that pushed. Orioles, moose shit. Although they got a big-time win before the break. W. Goots. Red Sox, terrible play. And the Tigers, with Scooball as a -150 favorite, were winning the entire game, and they blew it. Absolutely blew it.
Folded.
God, that one stings. I forgot about that one until right now. Brutal.
Yeah, it was right.
Oy. Jovan, 2-2-1, I believe I see over there on the right sector. Any comments for your plays on Friday?
Well, I mean, I obviously would have loved the squad ride to be one of the green ones. I know some people did get a green at 8.5 too, but I'm pretty glad that the A's were the ones that produced both the winners.
Sure.
I felt like I was kind of the only one on an island with that one on Friday. And
you
that
were.
Was pretty funny to see. Ranger Suarez get doinked again by the A's.
Unbelievable. We got Supreme Fatty coming in resubbing. W Fatty. W resub 25 months. W. We got Who Dat Boy Mike coming in resubbing as well. Let's fucking go, fellas. 14 months. We got a hype train moving and grooving, folks. We got Chaco coming in banging for a subby. 25 months. Seasoned vets. We got Waka 23 coming in resubbing. Holy Howitzers coming in resubbing. Bobby Witt winning the Derby. If I hear that one more time, I'm not going to the Derby. I'm just going to stay home at this point because Bobby Witt's already won. Okay, we're going to talk about that too. We got Oza coming in resubbing as well. Hella subbies for this Monday morning BTL. Love that. Dubs. All right, let's lock in here, Jovan. Let's lock in Gootsy. King of the Board giveaway. Let's do a recap. Let's give away some prize picks promo. Let's make the people happy. All right, Jovan, great week. I cannot believe I snuck the Orioles on the King of the Board. Okay, say that 5 times fast. They fucked me. Jovan, 5-0. Nothing I could have even done probably, to be honest with you. Unbelievable King of the Board week from you. Your best that we've seen yet so far. 5-0.
Just love that. I didn't even have to go 4-1 this time and send a bunch of plus chicken.
Gosh.
Because I was trying to come from behind, boss, to beat you in the race.
5-0 up nearly 5 units. Yeah, that place.
Love that.
You kidding me? Chat, you guys taking notes? Javon's locking in. He took that personally from the first couple King of the Boards where I was absolutely wiping the floor with him. He's been on fire over the summer. You've been dominating, to be completely honest with you. I got to step up my game.
Got to.
All right. Chat, what do we think? You guys want some prize picks coins? Just a couple, nothing crazy, just to take the edge off. Who wants some Prize Picks promo? I hope you dropped a little crab or a milk emoji. In this case, a milk emoji, right? Gootsy, let's go ahead and pick out somebody who believed in Jovan this past week.
Find a milk.
Let's find a damn milk emoji. Let's find somebody who believed in Jovan this past week. There's got to be a couple. There's plenty of them.
Miguel.
We got Miguel up and moving.
3 milks.
Wow.
3 milks.
Okay.
3
Miguel
milks is the difference.
Sanchez.
That means 3 units.
Let me take a picture of that so I
3
have that
units
for my
on
database. Boom. Miguel, are you watching? Are you up and moving? Are you in BTL today when most are off, right? A day where there's no fucking games? Are you here? Are you showing up early and often? Let's see if our guy Miguel is up and moving.
I don't see a Miguel sighting at the
You don't
moment.
see him yet?
Nope.
All right.
He'll get up.
Miguel, we'll hit you up. All right. Send us your email associated with your Prize Picks account. We will put some Prize Picks promo in there.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
There he is.
There he
Oh,
is.
let's go.
Bang.
Blocked.
Sure we can, Miguel. Miguel, you're rich. All right. You got some Prize Picks promo. Nothing crazy, but hit us up. Send us your email associated with your Prize Picks, and we'll get you hooked up. All right. We got Ron Mux Clam coming in, resubbing. Actually, giving out a subby for the people.
It'll be Ronald.
Shocker. Ron, a man of the people. Helping out on a Monday. Love that. We got I Will coming in, resubbing as well. Love you, Jovan. My goats. 12-month resub from I Will.
I will.
Sure. Dubs. All right. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. Don't have too much to bitch about today. We had a very, very solid weekend with the PLL boys in Louisville. But there is one thing I could bitch about, Goots. We got a minute?
We got a minute.
Jovan?
We got a minute.
Run that shit, Goots. Is it finally time to stop betting on soccer, please? Can you tell me? Is it finally done? Is it over? Is the pitch cake finito? Is it finished? I am so done with it. We got them stopping the game 17 times last night, not only for Messi's injuries and the 700 people on the soccer pitch who were faking injuries every single play, but they started the game an hour and a half late because people are storming in with no tickets. What kind of rules do these people oblige by? Nothing. These people follow no rules, no guidelines. They're ruining the event for people who paid their hard-earned money to go to that game. I feel so bad for those people. They had to stop letting people in, Jovan. Those people who bought tickets because people snuck in. They finessed their way in. You saw the videos on Twitter. People climbing through the freaking walls of the Miami football stadium down there. Unbelievable. Honestly, you got to give them some credits. That's some serious dedication to get in for that game. Honestly, pretty impressive. But the game starts late, all that chaos, all that bullshit. Who knows? Maybe that completely threw off Colombia. Maybe they're ready to start right away. That could have been the difference. I don't know. And then we get in the game and there's 7 million stoppages. They only add like a couple minutes of extra time each time, which makes no sense to me. That game took 20 hours. 7 million injuries. Messi's rolling around down the entire field, grabbing his ankle 17 times, and they put 4 minutes extra time on?
Yeah, welcome to South American soccer, Krabs.
That doesn't make a lick of sense to me.
Yeah.
That math does not check out one bit. I thought we were getting 10 minutes extra time.
Krabs and soccer, they just don't gel.
They don't
So
mix.
boring.
Do not mix.
Colombia looked so good early, but you could tell as the game went on, Argentina started to get their swagger back. You know, a couple missed calls at the end that kind of fucked over Colombia, to be honest with you, that I saw over the feed this morning. People are bitching. People are pissed. Did they set this whole thing up for Messi in his final game in the Copas? I don't know. I really don't care. All I really care about is, are we done betting the pitch cake? Because every time someone comes to me and says, oh, I got this play. Oh, just a little sprinkle. 9 times out of 10. Cake. Hey, absolute cake.
See, Krabs, you got to get to the real soccer. Like during the international tournaments, like Euros and Copa, that's when everybody's going to come out and bet the pitch. You got to get dirty. You got to get
I don't think I have it in me to get dirty on the pitch.
I think you got to find a way to be contrarian on the pitch because you're kind of just tailing people. You need to find the contrarian angle.
I guess, but that means that I got to freaking watch the games and learn about them. I think I'm out. I think I got enough going on in my head right now.
Look at the feed and take the opposite. I feel like that's up your alley.
That is true. That would work.
Yeah.
That would work. That worked in the first game yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Surely.
All right, let's move. I'm just happy we're done betting soccer. I need more PLL in my life and less soccer bets in my life. Okay, because the PLL bets hit. Soccer bets are guaranteed. What's that guy up in New York? Cake Ball special. Yeah. Literally, next day shipped right to your door.
Right.
From the Cake Balls.
Right.
Unbelievable. All right, let's talk about the wager wheel because we got to catch up on some things here. Two things about the wager wheel. Number one, we're going to change some things up because I can't be spinning the wheel 3 times a week. If we do, I'm going to literally explode from being so stressed and having to do all these challenges. So we're going to cut it back a little bit. Jovan, you had a pretty good idea about this damn wager wheel. You're thinking maybe we do it on a week-to-week basis, right? We see how we did for a whole week. If the squad rides are up, if the Sharp Report plays are up, if we're making people coins, if they're happy, no wheel spins on Mondays. If we have a moose shit week, squad rides are down, Sharp Report plays suck on Mondays, we'll spin that damn wheel and it'll get us moving in the right direction. I feel like that's a much better play.
Here's what I propose. Yes, that's first we get 1 spin a piece if we have a losing week on the Sharp Report. We have 1 spin collectively if we have a losing week on the squad rides, which is, this week really doesn't count, but 2 and 3 or worse. Then we eliminate the week if we go undefeated on squad rides.
Do we eliminate the wheel or do we eliminate the week of having to do it?
We get like 1 free pass for the wheel.
Could just eliminate the wheel entirely.
No. For undefeated week, I feel like we just get one pass from the wheel.
Okay.
I'm spinning the wheel, chat. Calm down.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Calm down.
All right. Well, yeah, let's get to the fun part here. Part 1's over. We're revamping the wheel, guys. You're not going to spin it as much. We'll put some worse punishments on there because you're not going to see it as much. And it'll result in me not, my head not popping off my body, having to do a fucking wheel spin every day. Okay, this is good. We got Archie Gambles coming in, resubbing as well right after our guy Chaco. 19-month sub bangs. Let's stay hot and dial in. W gents. Appreciate you both. All right, the vibes are up on a Monday. The people want some home run derby winners. They want some All-Star game winners. They want some green slips in their fucking, betting apps. We got you. You want a prize picks line for today? We got you. We're going to talk about it. All right, stick with us. Goots.
Krabs.
You skipped Friday. We don't know why. We don't know what you were doing.
No idea why.
Goots was not able to make it on Friday. He was traveling for the PL All-Star game. Today is the day you're spinning that damn wheel.
Today's the day.
Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you nervous? How are you feeling, Goots?
A little nervous. I don't know what the chat's going to decide, but, we'll see.
I think we have Goots' own wheel, his own special little wheel. Maybe it's orange
colors. We got
colors.
a blank slate at this moment.
Blank slate. Yeah.
Orange and black colors for the O's, maybe.
I didn't change those settings, but
we can design those later, maybe. But let's make a little Gootsy wheel. We can start adding some stuff on there. I can't really see the current chat because this TV is like a couple minutes behind.
I'll read out stuff that we have in chat if they have.
If you guys have good ideas to put up on the wheel for Goots, nothing crazy, nothing that's going to ruin his fucking day or life. All right, this is still our guy,
dude.
Goots.
I already have to do that for my fantasy leagues if I come in last. We don't need to. I don't need to stack beer miles.
Throw out some realistic punishments. It'd be funny for our guy Goots to get involved on the wheel with.
Videos for a week straight.
Ian Happ jersey.
Wow.
I'll wear a Gunny Bunny costume. I'll wear that to every game.
Yeah, that's not a punishment.
What is that?
It's not a punishment, bro.
You know what that is?
Videos for a week. That's good. They'll win.
Yeah, videos for a week.
They'll win.
No Old Bay for a month.
No Old Bay for a month. He might see. That's when the health might come into play.
The health will come into
Goots'
play.
body be able to deal with that reaction of not having all that salt and Old Bay in his bloodstream.
I can't survive.
It's unbelievable. We definitely need to have something with the All-Star game while we're there.
I am not wearing something other than a Gunner.
But Goots will be there. Goots on ground for the All-Star game.
It might have to be like a Rays hat at the All-Star game. That might have to be it.
No, this is my first All-Star game ever. I'm not wearing something other than Orioles.
All right, how about this? You got to post a video on BTL gassing up the Yankees during the All-Star game.
Yeah, we could do that.
Saying you're excited to see
Can't wait
Aaron
to see
Judge.
my Lord and Savior, Aaron Judge.
You can't wait to see Aaron Judge hit, and you're nervous about Corbin Burns.
Okay.
Yeah. Chad loves Rays hat. Not gonna lie.
Let's put that on there. You got a couple Rays hats for Goots that you can maybe wear? I feel like a hat we could maybe do here, Goots. Maybe not even for the whole time. Maybe just for a pick or a vid. I feel like a Rays hat at the game, even if it's just for a moment.
Yeah, that's
It's nothing crazy to ask for here.
AL East hat, non-O's.
Should we do fade the O's for a week straight?
We can do that.
No, that's an emotional hedge then.
That's literally a win-win. That's what he wants.
Win-win.
We're not going to give it to him.
Glove to the
game, chats.
Glove to the All-Star game.
We can put that on there.
All right, put that on there. That might be the worst punishment known to man.
Krabs is going to sit so far away from Goots.
So far.
Now, Goots, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Your biggest fear, spicy foods.
Yes.
One chip challenge.
Yes.
Who's to say you don't make that one chip challenge your bitch? Throw it on here. We put a couple more options so that mathematically it's not going to get picked. and then you get to celebrate, talk your shit, and you say you defeated the one chip challenge.
I would probably die if I ate that.
You don't even want to risk it?
No, I don't even want to risk it. My insides might just.
You don't want to make that one chip your bitch?
No, I don't.
All right.
I really don't.
All right. That's fair.
Goose 24 hour.
What else we got, chats?
Boomstick hot dog under 4 minutes.
Boomstick.
I don't even want to see that. I'm going to throw up.
Dude, the
watching that.
Boomstick is gas, bro.
Yeah,
Boomstick is gas.
Is there one more punishment we can add, chat, for Gootsy? Think really hard, really deep here. Pause. Let's find a challenge for Gootsy. Something he could do either down here in Dallas. Maybe it's scooping up.
Run a mile till Krabs with the format.
Scooping up Manny's poop this week.
I mean, I would totally
scoop Manny's poop.
Manny personal poop.
See, that might be too low, though. Is that too low to stoop?
I mean,
scooping up Manny's
you mean
poop?
just like every poop he takes, I'd scoop it up with a little bag.
You're scooping it.
I'm pooper scooper.
You're the pooper scooper. For
I
the
mean,
week.
yeah, that's
that might
fine.
have to be it.
Manny pooper scooper.
Trent needs to learn for sure.
It can't be
though.
that big. I mean, he's like 8 weeks old.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It can't be that big.
Yeah,
It can't be
well,
that frequent.
Shelby's saying that Trent needs to learn, so
That's also facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, make Trent do it.
Okay.
Gooch to run point on Surge next time Trent's out.
Gooch Surge hostage.
Gooch Surge.
I want to do something for this week down here with Gootsy.
Yeah.
How about you got to try something spicy at the All-Star game? I know you're not going to do a one chip.
I'll do something spicy.
There's got to be something.
Chat, like you might not think that's a punishment, chat, but like spicy food and me do not mix.
I
That
just
is
don't know if they have spicy food.
that might be the
What
worst
about that stuff
thing.
they put on the beer? Do they do that down here?
Tahini?
I mean, yeah, we're in Texas. There's definitely
Yeah.
something. That's not really spicy though.
What is chat saying, B?
Spiciest wings in Dallas, red pepper flakes, pilled pizza, hot ones challenge.
They're all just picking the worst possible things for Goots.
Literally, they're just trying to
Bet the National League.
How about this? You got to take a O's to miss the playoffs future
Okay.
when you get home, because I know they have those lines up.
They do.
Maybe not down here, but up there they do. That one might hurt. That one might hurt me
Yeah.
because that's going to make Goots sad.
Locking that in will not feel
I hope
good.
I hope that one doesn't win.
Yeah.
Do we have one more in us?
We can do 5. One more, yeah.
Do we have one more in us, chats? You guys haven't given us one good option.
I need to find Hampel at the All-Star game and glaze him. Be like, you're my hero.
Track down Hampel at the
Yeah.
All-Star game.
That would be fun.
Put that on there.
Yeah.
Put that on there. Are there any guys competing in the All-Star game who you hate their guts?
Yeah, everyone that isn't on the Orioles, yeah.
So every other player.
No, I'm kidding. Yankees players for sure.
What if he has to start an Aaron Judge chant every inning?
MVP.
An Aaron Judge chant at the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have to wear a fucking Aaron Judge jersey at the home run derby tonight.
Maybe you guys
for
can
losing
do
the
it
wheel
together,
last week.
Krabs.
Guys, that's why we're getting rid of the wheel, by the way. I can't wear the Aaron Judge jersey anymore. It has to be eliminated. That was really the last straw. To be honest with you.
I gotta do a roll call.
Aaron Judge roll call at the All-Star game. Yes. Aaron Judge roll call at the All-Star game. Yep. We'll post it on BTL. That would be
Aaron
perfect.
Judge roll call.
That's a good one though,
Judge
Goots,
roll
because
call.
although that's intimidating, that one might keep you up the night before. You're getting so nervous you can't even sleep. You're shaking.
Yeah,
It'll be done in 30 seconds.
it'll be done.
It'll be a quickie. You
Quick.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. What do we got so far? Read them off, Gootsy.
We have Yankees talk at All-Star game, Glaze and Judge, AL East hat at the game. That's not an O's hat.
Sure.
I got to bring glove to the game. O's miss the playoff future. Track down Hampel and glaze him, and then Aaron Judge roll call. That's
You ready?
the 6 right there. Yeah, we ready?
It's a surgical six.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Goots, spin that shit. What's it going to be, chats? Jovan, shout it out when you see it.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I'm not. What
The
are we
hat, the
doing?
hat.
No way
The
he's going to
hat
wear
is there.
a Rays hat. The worst one he wanted to
Yes.
do.
Yes.
You got to wear a Rays hat. Once you post a pic or something on BTL or a vid, Goots, that hat can be launched onto the field. I don't give a hoot. That's between you and Jovan.
Go, man.
It has to be done.
Raising up at the All-Star game.
It has to be done.
Let's
This is what
fucking
you
go.
get for making it a point all today saying, I'm not wearing a jersey. I'm not wearing a different team's jersey. When we finessed it, we've been around
Found
it.
a way.
We found a way to get you to wear the Rays hats.
Yeah, great.
I might even buy.
Right.
I might even buy
you're
the
gonna-
All-Star race.
Oh, you're gonna buy All-Star
I might
race
even
You
hat.
could buy the All-Star
Okay.
Rays hat, give it to Goots to wear for the game, and then you take it back. It's yours.
Yeah, I was already planning.
You know
on
how
it.
dumb
Okay.
those bozos look when they're wearing like a jersey for a different team and a hat for another team?
Also, timeout. spending your hard-earned coins on those moose
On
shit
Goots?
hats? Well, no, not on
Maybe.
Goots, on those moose shit hats.
I don't know if I'm gonna get like the All-Star one. I just smell like
The other one?
they have a bunch of different ones.
Okay.
I've been to the shop down there.
Chat's voting to
Okay.
respin.
Respin? No, I think this is the one that Goots wanted the least
I mean,
to win, to be honest with you,
yeah.
chat. And the fact that he's asking that, it tells me that I'm probably correct.
Yeah.
I think we stick with it, chat.
Okay.
I think we stick with it.
All right.
Goots in a race hat at the All-Star game. Easy, simple,
Easy, simple.
done.
Yeah, that'll be so
Done.
many videos too. So many videos.
We got YGF Taylor coming in hot, resubbing for 27 months. Whoa. That's such a W. Sub Annie Bang. Let's go, YGF. We got Non-Basic Gamer coming in, resubbing for 30 months. That's a seasoned veteran. Love that. Archie Gambles, if I already shouted you out, I'll get you again. W's, appreciate you.
I bet,
right.
Kish.
Chat. So if you missed the update about the wheel before we did the Goot spin, you're not going to see the wheel as much. It'll be a Monday thing. Okay. Depending on how well or terribly we do the week before based on our picks. We'll decide who's spinning the wheel, whatever we're doing. If we sweep the squad rides, you're not seeing that wheel. Deal? All right. Jovan, before we dive into some winners today and some plays, going over the home run derby, talking some All-Star game action, maybe even dabbling in some summer league today. The people need something. They're itching.
People do need it.
I want to talk a little bit about this new college football game dropping in, I believe, a matter of a couple hours here.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, I have to get my anti-bitching
Oh,
out of the way first.
sure.
Anti-steamed.
Steamed milk, espresso.
Yeah.
Sure.
'Cause after the last 2 weeks, we'll say, the last 3 starts, Krabs, we have taken a massive, massive step towards hitting a goat whale.
Sure.
Zach Gallen is tossing fucking turkeys.
Yes, he is.
And it was, I kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen in this Jays game, which is why I wanted to take the Jays, and I took the Jays, and I think I got you on board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but, funny enough, the worst offense he faced out of the last 2 weeks ended up, 6 earned runs with Kevin Kiermaier hitting a grand slam as part of it,
That's the craziest part.
That's the craziest part. I didn't have that on my bingo card, but I don't know. It maybe looks like Gallen's starting to hit that wall that I was talking about all season, him hitting, and he's looked really bad last couple starts. No command. Like, he started throwing harder. That doesn't work. It looks even worse. And now we have 387 going in the All-Star break, which is such a massive jump. And obviously Kiermaier did a pretty big part in that. But
that start on Sunday was massive.
that might be the reason we hit a goat well.
How many earned runs was that on?
6.
Okay. So they gave him 6 out of 7.
Yeah, 6 out of 7. The only one that missed was the first one.
Earning.
So we were good on that. But yeah, he's starting to look pretty bad, Krabs. I'm getting excited because I don't want to jinx it because injuries can happen with pretty much every other guy and Gallen, I guess, even though he's over. But the go well might hinge on what Zach Gallen does, and he just took a fat step towards that.
Massive development. Okay, gave up 6 earned runs on Sunday. Looked terrible. They were talking about, potentially limiting his starts, limiting his innings down the line in the second half of the season too. Like, they're going to give him maybe an extra day here or there. You could tell that the Diamondbacks are very worried about their ace, Zach Gallen, who's starting to finally regress and come back down to earth here, finally getting mucked a little bit after being the luckiest pitcher in baseball last season.
They know about his wear and tear, like Jovan talked about when pitching that square.
Yeah, which, I know he was hurt, but that's what I was kind of worried about with him coming back from the injury. I was like, where his arm's gotten a little bit of a rest because his hamstring gave out for a while, but apparently it's still an issue, which, he threw the most innings out of anybody since like Verlander did like 5 years ago last season. So he's coming back, and after a couple weeks off, he's still feeling a little tired, it seems like, going into the All-Star break. There might be some more moosage coming, Krabs.
Some more moose gossage?
Some more moose gossage.
Okay. There's more. Sure.
He's got a couple of somewhat soft matchups that, depending on what to do with the rotation coming out of the break, but he has a month of August where he's got to face like the Guards, the Phillies, the Dodgers, probably. There's a lot of really good teams.
Yeah. Might
So,
not go as well for our guy in the second half.
might not go too well, which is what I was kind of, hinging on anyway. But here we are, and he's already pretty far past that, so we have some wiggle room.
He's going more than right now, right?
So
3.91.
387.
Okay.
It's looking good. Knock on wood. It's looking good after his start on Sunday where he got mucked. We got some more subbies coming in. We got Miguel coming in, resubbing for 6 months after he won some Prize Picks promo. We got him resubbing. W Miguel. Flyer Faithful coming in resubbing, gallon gallons of piss after that game. Yeah, you're right, Flyer Faithful. He is in gallons of piss.
Yeah.
Okay, he was getting mucked up on Sunday. Atrocious. Couldn't even get out of the fourth inning.
It's legendary.
They had to pull him.
Yesterday was a legendary day with that and another Tony Tater.
Very good day yesterday.
Yeah.
Very good betting day. I hope you guys tailed, because we're not going to have baseball games to bet on besides the All-Star game and Home Run Derby until what? Friday? Saturday?
Friday.
They're back on Friday? Jeesh.
Yeah, we got a Reds Nats rematch starting up on
No
Friday.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reds Nats, Rays Yankees. Someone be tuned in.
Okay. Ratitudes. And then
Yeah.
Rays Yanks.
Gratitude.
Sure. Okay. Well, Dubs, we're going to need to find some stuff to talk about on here, because tomorrow we got college football play. All right. Wednesday, I think maybe we do some college football talk.
Yeah.
And Thursday, maybe we break out some NFL win total talk.
Might
That
have
could be
to,
the
crap.
difference.
But in the meantime, I mean, now we got this college football game dropping today,
Sure.
which is exciting. I know you got to be bricked. Play with the Hokies when they're
I'm
actually
excited. If I hear one more person talk about how great the Hokies are going to be, or how great their uniforms are, how awesome they are in this new video game, I'm probably going to shelter away and go find an Aaron Rodgers cabin for a week or so, just so I can get away from all the hype, all the talk. It's been unbelievable how much gas this Hokies team has been getting, not only just in this video game, but preseason, as we approach, I don't know, 2 months out, month out from the season. That's wild. A month and a week or so out from the year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right around the corner, guys. The Hokies, look, their schedule's easy. They got a couple tough games. I'm so excited to play with them in this video game, because I think Kyron Drones is going to be like a mini Jalen Hurts out there. Their offense, their line, they returned everybody. They got Ali Jennings, who's a stud receiver. They got Tuden, the stud running back. They got a great defense. I think they're going to be one of the most slept-on teams to play with in the game, but they are getting some respect overall. I think they're like top 20 in the game, offense and defense. So I'm stoked to play with them. I do want to talk about what we're most excited for in this college football 25 game that gets released in a couple hours here, and also what we're the most worried about, Jovan. So I can get it started here. I'll tell you what I'm most excited for about this college football 25 game. I'm most excited for, apparently, this is what I've been seeing clips for. This is what I've been seeing people bitching about on Twitter. Apparently, it's impossible to play on the roads in this game, which I love, because number one, I feel like that doesn't really happen in Madden at all. There's like no advantage to playing on the home and roads. And that's always pissed me off, because as a contrarian, as a betting guy, I know how important it is to have home field advantage, right? In this new game, apparently, it's rocket science kicking field goals. That meter's going 1,000 miles an hour for only like a 35-yarder, which is realistic, because Jovan, kickers in college football are atrocious.
Suck.
They are terrible, besides maybe one or two a year. Okay. This game, to me, from what I'm hearing, haven't played it yet, is going to be extremely realistic, because the road conditions, teams coming in, going to play in Lane Stadium, good fucking luck. You're cooked, because that game's going to be impossible. The screen's going to be shaking. The field goal meter's going to be going 1,000 miles an hour. Good luck kicking a game winner, okay, with your college kicker when the meter's going 700 miles an hour, faster than Jordan Addison driving 120 miles an hour down the street, right?
Especially on South Alabama. Like, that kicker's new shit. How did he make that?
I mean, slept
I don't
on.
know.
That's still what, like a 60-yard field goal that you just made in that
yeah,
clip?
that's true.
Still wild.
I don't know how he got it on that meter. I'm not going to be pulling that off. I'll tell you that much. Unbelievable.
Gotta be dialed.
Got to be done.
Got to, dude.
Krabs to kick a 30-yard field goal should be on the wheel. That shit is going wide left. Big Cheesy. You didn't see my kickball clips
Dude, those aren't
from
even
last season?
good.
Not good. Okay. Not a big soccer guy, not a big football guy, kicking wise. That could be a fun little contest. Nobody even talks about the Lane Stadium. Come on, Krabs. Jake, you must not be tapped in, man.
Yeah, Lane Stadium, even I will give that to Krabs. That's one of the most electric, nighttime especially, atmospheres in college football.
Yeah.
Got to give it to him on that.
The team might not be good right now, but it's notoriously known as a football school, and that stadium is one of the loudest in college football, even when they're most shit, right? Jordan was sleeping, not driving. No way they said he was sleeping in that car going 700 miles an hour.
Not bad.
Okay. That seems legit.
Dude, I mean, like, sleeping or not, like, what are we doing after, a guy just gets killed on the team? Like, drunk driving. Could we just be better at that?
It's just common sense.
It's just not hard to Carl and Uber, man.
There's always some bullshit in the offseason. Jovan, what are you most excited about in the college football 25 game dropping today?
I'm super excited about the dynasty mode. I think everybody is, especially because like I obviously played it like everybody else did from NCAA 14 and back in those days. But Like now, I mean, I sweat online all the time, whether
Mm.
it's MLB, even like Madden for a little bit. I play 2K, a lot of sports games. I don't really ever play offline. Like even on 2K, like I have like my player, my career, but I'm not really like one of those people grinding through like the offline CPU modes. But like there's so many different things in the Dynasty that you can do outside of like just playing the games and turning up the difficulty to Hall of Fame or whatever it is. Like you can go invest time in recruits. You have like different coaching styles. You can put like X amount of time into whatever prospects you have. There's like NIL involved. So like there's so many different things that I feel like are pretty entertaining for you to, I don't know, go into every different avenue while you're creating a dynasty. And I definitely plan on doing that as soon as tonight's tapping in on that for a little bit when we get back. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm really excited for offline stuff there, which is rare because I don't really do that.
Right.
That's what makes it stand out. It's like
I know.
most sports games you're just playing online.
Yeah.
But this is like probably going to be majority offline stuff. That's
I
what
know.
stands
'Cause
out.
I mean,
about it.
I don't know how similar it's going to be to Madden, but like
Yeah.
Ultimate Team is AIDS.
Yeah, it's
So
AIDS.
like as much as I probably will play that a little bit, but like it gets so boring and
Yeah.
toxic after a while. But
yeah,
this is the first game I think we have in a while where I'm like super excited for offline play.
Mhm.
What do you?
I wish they would have made it. I guess we're talking about gripes we have for a second. I don't know why the Dynasty isn't crossplay, bro. That makes it so much more harder, or so much harder than it needs to be.
I'm blown, dude. I got a PS5 sitting
know,
up at
so do
home.
I.
I know you got a PS5. We might have to start up our own fucking league or something.
Yeah,
Brutal.
it's unbelievable, dude.
Sucks. The PS5 guys are getting snubbed here for having a premier, better console.
I know. Like
we're getting the short end of the
better.
stick here because more people have the Xbox.
Simply better.
God.
But I mean, we have ways around it to play with everybody here. We'll come and play the tournaments in the house. But
Okay.
Other than that, I wish it was just accessible to everybody through the Dynasty. That would make it so much more fun.
Yeah.
Now you're a little limited. That's I guess the one thing that kind of stands out. It's not
Okay.
great.
Yeah, that's brutal. I'll tell you what I'm worried about though, Jovan, for this new college football game. I'm worried, is it going to be too easy to rebuild these moose shit teams? Is it going to be too easy to take over Sam Houston State for a dynasty? The worst team in college football. They have the worst coaches, the worst players, the worst everything, probably no NIL compared to the other schools. Is it going to be too easy? Am I going to be able to build up Sam Houston State and the Bearcats and take them to a natty after year 2? I feel like doing that should take some time, and it's not going to be for everybody, right? But for real legitimate college football fans who want to take over their smaller schools and rebuild them, it should take a while. It should take some effort. And I really, really hope, I'm worried about it, I hope they don't make it too easy to rebuild some of these, lower level mid-majors, I guess you could call them, in the college football game, because you should have to earn it, right? And you should be rewarded, weeks after, not days after, of finally building up your dynasty. And it's going to feel better towards the end once you do. And it takes a little bit longer than if they make it easier in the beginning and you can build Sam Houston State up in 2 days.
I would
right?
assume it's going to be pretty customizable along
Yeah.
those lines of like how hard you want it to be, because
Feel
there's
like
a
you
lot of
just
different players out there.
Take it off rookie. And
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah,
a
if you
lot
take it
more
off rookie,
difficult
it'll be
for
a lot
of
harder.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
like scouting will probably be harder, recruiting, all that type of stuff. So it's
what I
probably
would
just
think.
based on the user for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Honorable mention for what I'm a little bit worried about. We're doing a Bookit tournament tomorrow on Tuesday, sweating out some college football games, matching up a little tournament style here, bracket style. I'm a little bit worried about losing to Trent, because then I'm going to have to just probably end this trip and go home early, because we know how good he is at video games, and it's not very good. If I lose to Trent, I don't know what team he's playing with tomorrow. Might have to hang him up.
Yeah,
A little bit worried.
You gonna ride with the Hokies tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to ride with the Hokies tomorrow, of course. Crystal ball predictions have the Hokies at what, 65%?
Well,
I believe.
different things, right?
Different thing, but I'm
Yeah,
going to stick with them
you
for
double
both.
down.
I want to play with the Hokies as much as possible, right? I want to get involved. I want to see how good Colin Jones really is in this game. Stud NFL running back, stud NFL wide receiver. They got all the guys. They got the hearts. They got the lunch pail defense. They got Lane Stadium, the aura, right? All I got to do is fire the game up. I'm stoked for college football 25 to drop, gents. It's going to be epic.
It's
I mean,
so fire.
99% of the clips I've seen, haven't seen many. I know only a couple people got early access, but everything is, everybody's gassing up the game. They're talking about how great it is, how realistic it is, all the back end stuff, the dynasty modes, building up your fucking franchise from the ground up. Everyone's gassing it up. I really hope once it gets released that it lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
Right. Because we've been talking about this for months.
That's the
We'll
biggest
see how it
thing.
goes. Chad, who are you guys going to be playing with? Have you thought about who you're going to use for your dynasty? Are you going, a fun avenue, maybe a Mikey Overs angle, and you're taking a mid-major, you're building them up? Or are you going to take a good team? Or are you taking your college that you went to, right? Because that's obviously very reasonable. You want to take your school that you went to, obviously build them up again. Who are you guys taking? Very curious. Kadar's taking Temple. Those games might be rigged. Cannot confirm or deny. Using my hookies as well. Let's go Lucids. We got a hookie in chat. Can we play Dynasty today? Chote's asking.
Not sure.
You don't know?
It's a soft launch. I mean, I would assume so.
I think the only what was it? There's one or Team Builder is what's not coming out until the normal version comes out. I haven't heard anything else that's on that same timeline. So I'd assume Dynasty's out today.
Yeah.
You're telling me when we get back from the Derby tonight, you and me aren't firing up this game and playing Hokies versus TCU?
I mean, me and Rab are going to be playing all night.
Yeah, well, you better get your rips in while we're at the fucking Derby
we'll
because
be
when I
ready.
come back, I'm taking over.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I'm playing with the Hokies.
We do have that is a ratchet system they're on. So I mean, we might have to fire up the PS.
Also, Middle Tennessee State is going to be a dynasty.
Middle Tennessee State.
Yes.
Good. Is that who you're gonna pick?
That's my squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I like their colors, like their jerseys.
They have fresh blue uniforms.
fresh
I'll give you
blue.
that.
I'll probably take Arizona State 2 title as well, but that's my mid-major type
Okay.
beat.
What are they? The Raiders?
Yeah.
Blue Raiders.
Blue Raiders.
Blue Raiders.
Okay, Jovan, you get W gatekeep. You're gonna play with for now. We'll save it till tomorrow.
W gatekeep.
We'll save it till tomorrow.
In the tournament, though, I definitely am going to take like an off the wall team to play with. I'm not playing with the Frogs or a team that's super good.
Okay. Jonathan said he's building the U back. That's what I told Mikey to do, man. I feel like Mikey Overs in the U, rebuilding them
That
from
goes
greatness,
together.
is like peanut butter and jelly, right? Maybe it makes too much sense.
Kyle Hove, keep an eye on the Bookit socials. The pics will be coming out.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about it here shortly too.
I'm blown. I was supposed to have a couple hats for my decision get in here yesterday. They're not going to get in here until tonight.
Jeez.
I might still do a little makeshift video when we get back, but
Rats.
all my OGs and BTL. I mean, you guys could fucking guess who I'm playing with in this game. I talked about the Hokies for 10 minutes on here today. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Give me a break. All right, W's. We talked about the new college football 25 game getting released here in a matter of hours, I think.
Yeah.
4 hours, right?
I think it's coming out at 4 Eastern,
4
so probably
Eastern.
3 here.
Yeah.
Wow,
2.5-ish.
3 hours, chat. Over under one item at work that you guys have completed today with college football dropping in chat. I need to know. There's got to
Prize
be
Picks posted a funny schedule. It's like wake up, go to work, say you're sick, leave, get snacks, and play.
sure
all week.
What, like their Outlook calendar or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the first day of March Madness, right? When you got games all day, every day for the next couple of days. Nobody's doing shit.
Nobody.
Okay, we're doing shit because it's our job. We have to. This is when we got to lock in. But for you guys, nobody's doing shit. You could not tell me that I'm wrong. I know how it goes. I got roommates in the corp worlds. All right, I see what they do on days like today. I woke up to 7 million texts starting in the group chat. What game mode are you trying first? It's like Christmas today. It's unbelievable. I cannot wait. Although I said I work from home, zero production today. It is what it is. It's not even your fault. Turner Mac's got 2 things done today. Yeah, get them done now. Be like Turner Mac. All right, get out ahead of it because that game drops in a couple hours here and you guys aren't doing squat the rest of the afternoon. I know it. You know it. We both know it. Okay. Let's talk about some stuff for today. You down?
Yeah.
Let's get that sharp report up and moving. Guys, it ain't much, but it's honest work.
Exit velo.
We got 1 play on the books. We got 1 play on prize picks that you can take. Hopefully these haven't gotten bumped anymore because they've been getting bumped around plenty. At least the home run derby squares have. Jovan, I'll get this puppy started off. We have Alec Boehm, less than 449.5 feet for his longest home run. They had a square up on prize picks for this all morning. They took it off on the books. It's -110 both ways. Pretty weird. I don't know. I wanted to take the less than on prize picks. It would have been my prize pick square on there, but I had to pivot because they took it off of prize picks. I don't think Alec Boehm's hitting one far. I don't think he's hitting 450. I'll be honest with you. I think Alec Boehm could shock some people, maybe hit more home runs than people think. I'm not getting cute and fading his overall home run record. I feel like maybe he shocks the world and pulls an Albert Pujols, where nobody expected him to do anything. He was the longest odds of all time, and he somehow, some way came through. Maybe they gave him some extra juice balls. I don't know what it was, but that was sick. We were there boots on ground for that. People forget. I think Alec Boehm will be okay. I think he'll hang around, but I do want to fade him on his longest hit home run. Thought it was weird seeing that square get taken off the prize picks board, and probably for good reason. He's not hitting 450. Not today, not in this economy, not in that indoor stadium. Nope, not happening.
The double hitter in the gap. I feel like that does not play in the Derby, but especially in Texas, this stadium. So who knows? He's really got to get a hold of it to, I don't know, put on a show in this one.
Yeah. What do you got?
My book play is
Yep.
Ozuna over highest exit velo home run, 115.5. Had to go through the depths to find some exit velos in this one, but I don't know if anybody like usually thinks of Ozuna as, I don't know, as advanced on his like bat to ball metrics as like I looked and I found him to be. I guess like a lot of people are uncovering those numbers today because I don't know, he has like a big load, slower swing, I guess you would think, but he doesn't. He's like high in bat speed, high in barrel rate, especially in comparison to a lot of these guys, not named like Gunnar Henderson because he's leads in pretty much every metric, but Ozuna hits the ball hard, which is what he's going to need to do in this game or in this home run derby, and I think it's going to happen, especially being that this is not it's still timed, but it's not necessarily the same as it used to be. So like they're not just taking, I don't know, more shit swings than you were in the last couple of years competition, but you got a little more time because you got pitches or 3 minutes to load up, and then the bonus time is just outs. So I feel like with Ozuna, that kind of works for him to load up and get a hold of one. So I think he's going to hit one, maybe the hardest out of anybody in the Derby.
Wow. Marcell Ozuna, who some people in chat are saying his number for exit velo is a little bit higher some other places too.
Ooh.
That's a W.
Green.
Over, sorry,
Go
more
get it on the
than,
green book.
I guess it is an over. 111.5 on the books. Cough, cough, green book
Cough,
for
cough,
Marcell
green
Ozunas. Who, look, he might run out of steam. He might get tired. I know he's got a pretty long swing, an aggressive swing. He's, you know, one of the older guys in the competition. I know he's having a career year. He might cool off a little bit and not win this contest. We're going to talk about who he thinks going to win. I could definitely see him hitting the shit out of the baseball in that first round.
I'm interested to
That's
see
for
where
sure.
he stands in the box because he stands far back. Like he's probably the farthest back guy in the league.
He's going
I
to
don't know if he's going to want his guy to be pumping down the middle
Yeah.
for him. But we'll see.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
a good point, Goots. A lot goes into this stuff.
A lot.
Pitchers, right?
Mhm.
Matter a lot. Shout out to our guy, Jared Lee Smith over there at Bisson, who got in the lab last night, said he probably thought to himself, he's a smart guy. He goes, tomorrow, Moose Shit Sports Day, Moose Shit Betting Day, not much going on. What can I make? What can I put out there tonight and tomorrow that the people actually want to see? And Jared Smith put up a, thread, I guess is what it's called, of all the guys competing in the home run derby and who's going to be pitching to them. So shout out, Jared. We gave you some credit for this one, and we give you your flowers, but great fucking idea here. I want to go over all the guys real quick.
Yeah.
We could start with Ozuna.
Okay.
Sure. Looks like his pitcher is the bullpen catcher.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
And Goots, feel free to kind of go over these and give us the spark notes.
Yeah. I mean, this guy has no experience, but he's a bullpen catcher for the Braves. So, I mean, not much to say about him.
Not great, but not bad.
Yeah.
A pick for him. Let's move. Let's see who Pete has.
Pete?
Who's
Okay.
Pete going with?
Bring
Good
Pete
old
up.
Dave Joss, man.
Pete, the betting favorite, right? I'm pretty sure he's going with the guy that pitched to him the last couple times.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Pete's got some experience, and so does this guy, right? Former Mets coach, I believe. Goots, this guy's pitched to him a couple times. We know Pete Alonso has been in this contest, twice?
Yeah. He last time, as it says on the graphic, in 2021, when he threw to him, he had a first round record 35 home runs.
Sure.
So this guy's locked in. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's been here before.
Okay.
Seasoned vet.
And as much as I hate to say it, W comment there, he is a seasoned vet. As much as I hate to say it, Pete Alonso is a favorite in this contest for a reason. Pete Alonso is a weirdo. Pete Alonso is annoying as heck. He fake meditates before the game, on the camera. He does deadlifts, in the weight room that probably cost him the last home run derby because he got too cute and was showing off and acting like he lifts weights before the derby. Give me a break, buddy. You're Pete Alonso. You're not JJ McCarthy meditating. You're not, who's the fucking biggest, most yoked guy of all time in MLB history. You're not Barry Bonds doing fucking deadlifts on steroids before your derby, right? You're Pete Alonso. You're goofy. We get it. We expect weird shit from you. But as much as I hate to say it, as much as I love to make fun of him, would not be surprised if Pete Alonso wins after getting embarrassed the second time around, which was last year.
Yeah.
I believe.
Right. Yeah.
That was the meditation year, I think.
Yeah.
He's been in it so much, I don't know. It probably was last year.
I think this is only the third time.
Yeah. But
He's
still,
been
3
on here.
times for home run derby's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been at both of his last couple.
Yeah.
Like Yak Eli saying in chats, he hit a nuke yesterday, right? And he has not had the best first half of the season, but you can tell he's starting to heat up a little bit. Those are probably the guys you want to target, right? And I believe, guys, correct me if I'm wrong in chat, but he did it the first time 2 years ago. He won. He did it last year to defend his crown. All that stuff came out about him doing bullshit. He lost.
I feel like it's 4 now.
Is this his fourth
I
time?
think he had one before the last 2 years.
Am
I tripping?
He might have. Gates is doing some reconnaissance
research,
right now as we speak.
This will be Alonso's 5th career Derby appearance and 5th straight.
I know for sure
he won it in his
5th straight.
He won it in his first 2 attempts and then
Okay.
COVID. So 19, 21 before falling short in the past 2 years.
He won 2 in a row.
I
and
knew
he lost 2 in a row.
I knew I remembered
That's what it is.
watching one on TV and we
Yeah.
were at the other 2. So
That's
I knew
what
it
it
was
is.
at least 4.
Okay. This guy, give someone else a chance, Pete. Pete, no one wants to see your fucking big ass in the batter's box for the 5th year in a row, dudes. Let someone else go. Let Ellie go. Let CJ Abrams go.
No, don't let Ellie go, bro.
Let Luis Garcia go, right? He's got some power, right? I'd love to see Luis Garcia.
Yeah, maybe
Get involved
give
in the
this
home run
guy
derby.
a chance. How about it?
How about we give Gunnar Henderson a
How
chance
about we
here?
give him
Huh?
a chance?
I love that he's in the Derby.
Oh, I bet you do.
I love it.
Who's pitching to him, Gates? He better be good.
The AAA coach for the Norfolk Tides, our minor league team.
Okay. Why do you pick him, you think?
I think he picked him because they're good friends. They went through the minors. I mean, not together, but Gunnar was there with
Maybe
him.
that
I
was
think
his
they
guy. Maybe
they
that was his
created a
coach.
good relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and he thought that inviting him to do this would be an all-time moment for him,
Sure.
and it's an all-time moment for Gunnar.
Okay.
So, the heart's there, the want is there, so
Sure.
I'm excited.
All right. Guys, this is my pick for the home run derby. I was between Teoscar Hernandez and Gunnar Henderson. I'm going with the lefty. All right. I think I have a tweet in here somewhere, Goots, under the derby that might be a good time to pull up right now. And it's talking about the advantage that a lefty has. Not crazy, but they definitely do have a slight advantage. And there's only one true lefty in this derby tonight. We don't know what Jose Ramirez is going to do. I know Jose Ramirez, in the last derby he hit right-handed because one of his fingers on his other hand was hurting. So he had to hit righty. It was the only way he could do it. But he has more power from the left, so we might see him hit lefty today, maybe have more success. I don't know. And also it helps that the park, benefits lefties a little bit for this competition, right? You can see right here on this chart, Ballpark Pal, it's a little bit easier to hit one out to right fields. And guys, by the way, we'll be out there in right fields. Okay, so hopefully I can catch a Gunnar Henderson nuke while I have a Gunnar Henderson slip in my fucking, betting app, right? Just like that guy who went viral the other day. That would be unbelievable. Catching a Gunnar Henderson home run out there in the outfield and having, him to win the home run derby, and he ends up doing it.
Yeah,
that's a lot to ask for.
It's a pretty slim advantage, but Gunnar can hit it to all sides of the field.
Sure.
So if he's dialed in, he can do whatever he wants with that.
He's got plenty of pop.
Plenty of
You know
pop.
who he kind of reminds me of a little bit?
Who?
Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Hits the shit out of the ball. Maybe not known notoriously as just being a home run guy, although this year he probably is.
Yeah,
To be completely frank.
Gunnar went through the system as kind of a contact guy, but that power came.
Crazy exit velo, a lot
Yeah.
of line drives, a lot of opposite field home runs,
Mhm.
right? The guy has raw power
Yeah.
that's kind of new, and he's still trying to figure out how to utilize it. Kind of reminds me of when Soto won it a couple years ago.
Yeah,
A little bit.
people sleep in the comparison to Soto. Gunnar doesn't like to walk very much, but he's more patient than you think. If you watch Gunnar in 0-2 counts, he'll draw walks.
Sure.
Yeah, so I like that comparison.
Chad, I want this on record. We will be in the outfield and right field, and there's no chance on this earth. Zero. You couldn't pay me thousands to bring a glove to this event. I don't care if it's the one event where you can bring your glove and nobody judges you. I would rather catch a ball barehanded and break my fucking hand than catch a ball with a glove and be healthy as an ox. Does that make sense?
It's insane, Krabs.
Probably not.
Imagine
I don't care.
Hampel's in the same section.
I don't
he
care.
Steals a ball from
I would
Krabs.
rather
Oh my
with
God.
have a
glove.
ball go through my finger. I lose a finger. I only have 9 digits now in my hands and miss the catch with a bare hand, then catch a ball easily that wins the derby, the winning catch, healthy as an ox with the glove on, the hands pristine. I'd rather have it be the first outcome.
See, this is the one time I will disagree with your glove takes, Krabs.
All right,
When it is
we're-
the home run derby and they're getting pitches right down the middle at 75 miles an hour, and they're going to be shooting them 115 off the bat right to your bare hand. That's the one time I will say
You can bring a glove.
you can bring one.
You bringing your glove?
No, but that's because we're also in right field, so it's only Gunnar Henderson who's going to be hitting him there.
Huh.
If
Also,
you're going to left field, I'd probably bring a glove.
yeah, if any of us were bringing a glove, Krabs, you would leave.
You're telling me Adolis Garcia in his home park with his power isn't hitting a couple oppo?
I mean, he might.
Yeah, you might.
Might. So like we'd just be bringing a glove for Gunnar Henderson and like 3 home runs.
And maybe
Yeah.
J-Rom.
yeah,
Sure.
maybe J Ram if he
Possibly.
decides to hit
Yeah.
lefty.
Sure. All right, let's keep going through some of these guys.
Okay.
Dudes, who else you got?
We can go to, how about Teoscar?
Sure, let's talk about him because Teoscar, I feel like, has one of the best setups.
Yep.
He's got a seasoned veteran throwing to him. This guy has been around the block. He's done a couple of home run derbies. Very familiar with Teoscar, right? So what else am I missing here, Goots, about the guy pitching now?
That's pretty much it. I mean,
Yeah.
he pitched to Vladdy when he won last year, and then
Sure.
Albert Pujols when he was with the Angels.
Sure.
So, yeah.
So this guy is probably the best arm who's going to be there. I like Teoscar's chances. I saw him move from plus 1,100 to plus 1,000 earlier today. Got the best arm, has insanely raw power. I'm a little bit worried about Teoscar. He's a veteran, right? I'm a little bit worried about him getting gassed with that long swing in the later rounds, but I would not be shocked if he pulls off an upset in that first round. Would not be shocked one bit. Remind me who he's matched up against, gents.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Matchups this year.
No
No matchups, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? They just have
hit
the backups
dongs.
on paper. You just got to
Yeah.
go up there and hit dunks.
Yep.
Okay. So it doesn't even matter, but I think he puts up a big number in that first round. So I'm actually taking him and his more than first round home runs, which got bumped up throughout the day today. And it even got bumped up, a couple minutes before the show today, up to 21.5, I believe,
Mhm.
for that first
Yeah,
round.
it got bumped up a half.
I
yeah.
like Teoscar early in this contest. Javon's going to talk about him a little bit more. A little bit worried about him getting gassed. I really do like backing young guys who have the energy and stamina, I guess, at the point of their careers, and guys like Gunnar, who look at what's going on with the Orioles right now. The Orioles are getting flamed, respectfully. I know they got a big win to close out the first
What
half.
does that mean for Gunnar?
Gunner's coming into this contest
Pissed off.
not
Okay.
complacent, looking to make a statement. He showed up the other day to an Orioles game in his full, cowboy fit.
That was for
Played
video.
like shit in
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
Embarrassed himself, embarrassed his family probably and friends. And now he's going to the home run derby, showing up in Dallas when the Orioles are on the biggest slide of the season. He's out to prove something that he's legit. People are asking questions.
I will say there's probably other people doing this, but the AAA coach, he's came up to Camden the past couple days, and they were practicing.
They've been working on it.
Yeah, they've been working on it.
They better be.
He's probably not the only one, but obviously my feed is all
I'm
Orioles.
surprised
so
you
I've
don't have
seen
any
that.
footage of that.
I have footage.
Okay.
It's just I'm not showing it. I don't want it caked. All right.
Unbelievable, dude.
Goots has a sneak camera in the stadium. You can
cam.
see what's going on there
Sneak
all,
cam.
at
I
all
do.
times.
Those people sneak stuff in like stadiums when they come back the following year. I have a sneak camera in there.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
unbelievable.
Astros type.
Unbelievable,
Astros.
dude.
All right. Who else? Let's go to Bobby.
We can get a boom.
Chat's
I had
asking.
boom ready.
Oh,
Go
wait a
past
minute.
Teoscar,
Goots, what are you doing switching? Go back to
Don't
Teoscar.
switch just yet, man.
Hey,
Teoscar's who I'm taking.
Wow.
I'm
I'm
taking
tailing G
Teoscar.
Unit.
I
Why are you
like
taking
that.
Teoscar?
I like Teoscar, and I'll tell you what, because I'm a little worried, or would be a little worried about the fact that he's a little older. But the thing with the new rules, I think that alleviates that a little bit, because you're capped at an amount of pitches. For anybody who hasn't seen the new rules, you're either getting 3 minutes or 40 pitches for the round, whichever comes first. And then your bonus time, it's not just a extra 30 seconds and then plus like 30 seconds if you hit like I forget what the rule was, 480 like foot home run the last couple of years. It's just 3 outs. So for older guys, I think that works a lot better. So for Teoscar, he is a righty, which is not great. You would ideally like to have a guy like Gunnar, a lefty in this game. But out of all of everybody competing, he actually is the one who would have the most home runs if his stadium in every game was switched to Globe Life Field.
Wow, that's a crazy Javon nug.
Crazy nug that I saw. I forget. I need to find the tweet, but on Twitter earlier, he has the biggest increase percentage of them all. So Teoscar, who also is dog meat against any off speed or super high velo, he's going to get fastballs, obviously, like perfect at his speeds. Like he's a perfect BP hitter.
Yeah.
So I like Teoscar, and I'm taking it for the price. Realistically, like Pete's the favorite for a reason. Gunner's up there for a reason. So like if they win, I'm not going to be surprised at all. But I want to take a guy with a little more juice, just like I very unbiasedly did with Randy last year, and he almost got there. So Teoscar's my guy to make the run.
All right.
I'll say one thing as well.
Please.
Remember what happened last year? Orioles got swept by the Rangers.
Yeah.
Now we're back in that park.
That's
You
what I'm
don't think
saying.
Gunnar
There's
wants
some
to just-
added motivation
Yeah.
for Gunnar.
I mean,
Goots, man, he said this in the series that they actually
I-
played against
I
them,
literally
too, and
bet,
they got
Javon,
dog
move
walked
on.
national TV.
but
They
what I'm saying is like he's a young kid. This is his first home run derby. He's probably excited. He's
Yeah.
probably ready to go.
Let's hope he's not too excited.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want him
Right.
too excited.
And all these people in chat
But we
saying,
don't want
"Nah,
him-
Gunnar ain't winning." What? That's
But
perfect.
we don't want him not excited enough, though, Gates.
Yeah,
Because I know Javon's saying we don't want him too excited. We also don't want him, not excited enough.
exactly.
Maybe somewhere in that
I
middle.
think we'll be right in that threshold right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, so you're going with Teoscar.
I'm
Right.
going with Teoscar.
Okay.
Aren't they all excited though? I don't know. Maybe.
if I had a gun to my head in GTA, I would take Pete Alonso to win this contest. Hate to say it, but that guy gets off to winning home run derbies. That's why he's done it 5 years in a row, and that's why he's ruining it for everyone else, because he's Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
I'm taking Gunnar because there's a little bit more value. I like that he's a lefty. I like the angles, the narratives like we talked about, and he's got crazy pop, and he gives me Soto vibes in this contest when he's still young and people are still getting hip to him a little bit. That's why I'm taking him. I like the price a little bit better too. I'm not laying the favorite for a home run derby. I won't be able to sleep at night if I do that. But I would recommend Pete's if you're looking for the winner.
News for you, Marky Mark. My Nugs are never going to be as good as Javon's.
You keep working, though. They might be one day.
One day.
Teoscar Hernandez is the value play
The
in this
value
competition.
play, 100%.
It's not even close, right? Bless Alec Boehm's heart, right? Bless J-Ram's hearts, although J-Ram might have a chance because Trent will be their boots on grounds, and we know what J-Ram did to Trent last year.
Yeah,
to go well, right?
I wouldn't be surprised
So
at
there
all.
would be a chance that maybe we see J-Ram shock some people, but
I'd be a little more intrigued to get into value on J-Ram if we knew what he was going to be doing. Like if he was going to be hitting strictly lefty, maybe I would get involved.
Yeah.
But that's also like his less powerful sides. Like maybe he switches like he's done before. Like I just don't want to get involved with all that. If we're talking about any of the long shot guys, I think it is Teoscar best value by a mile.
okay. All right. Chat, plenty of options for you. All right, let's finish up these guys rapid fire so you guys know who's pitching to them. Let's get a Bobby. Chat's begging. They're starving for Bobby.
Bob.
If you don't pay attention to baseball and you just look at BTL chat for some reason, you would think Bobby already won this event.
Yeah.
Right? The way people are talking, on, honestly, Twitter as well. Everybody loves Bobby Witt today. I don't blame any of those people either. Bobby Witt, young guy, just like I took with Gunnar Henderson. I feel like those are the two options for the young guys who have a legitimate chance here. Bobby Witt's the one everybody's going with, and for good reason. He's from Texas. He's got insane pop. They've got his, longest home runs up on Prize Picks higher than, he's got more 450 plus home runs on Prize Picks for that square than anybody else on the board, and he's not the favorite. What does that tell you? He's got crazy pop, right? He's got a lot of potential, high ceiling, but in my opinion, also a low floor. And you don't want to be on the guy who everybody has in the home run derby. I've never seen that work out once. Okay, so that sketches me out a little bit, but Bobby also has a sketch ball pitch to him, who Jovan wants to talk about here a little bit too. Doesn't think is as bad as people are making it seem on the internet.
To a degree. Because, I saw what everybody else saw. I see brother-in-law there, and I was like, shit, he ain't trying to win. He's just trying to be like a feel-good story. But
trying to be a good guy.
Yeah, this dude's a pitcher in the league for 6 or 7 years. The problem is, for me, he's a lefty, where Bobby, if you look at all of his numbers throughout his career so far, even in the minors, like look at this year, he has 3 home runs off of lefties compared to his 16 overall. So like his power, even in like a less sample size, obviously, as far as ABs go, he doesn't have nearly as much pop against lefties, and it's BP. So like obviously you're going to see.
I just don't know if it matters.
An increase. It kind of does though for a guy like him, I think.
Do you think it matters? I know it matters how good of a pitcher you have. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
But does it matter what hand it's coming out at that slow of speed for these guys? I feel like this ball's coming in slow motion like it's on a tee.
Yeah. Well, so I'll tell you, one of my friends used to be for FSU, used to be a BP thrower religiously. And they have it down to a science because he's a lefty. So like they bring him in for very specific lab work.
When they're facing a lefty in the next game,
when
maybe?
they're facing a lab work or facing a lefty to like lab on that, but it's also for like very specific situations because it's vastly different for these guys, even in BP. So can speak from that experience and even like being a part of it myself a little bit. It does make a difference. Now these guys are professional fucking hitters. So like obviously Bobby Witt's going to do Bobby Witt things.
Right.
I don't know. I'm a little concerned about that outside of the fact that he's also, I don't know, the only guy competing in the Derby, it looks like today on Twitter. But it's such a cool story with him coming back home.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be shocked either.
I have a little bit of a nug. He did the 2018 high school derby
with
Reese Hens at Nats Park.
Oh, it was in Nats Park.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew it was somewhere close to him. I didn't know if it was here in Nats Park.
Yeah.
He won that puppy, didn't he?
Yeah, and he won it. He beat Reese Hens, But apparently he hit a bunch of Oppo home runs in that. So he's got power all over the place. We know that.
Yeah. Okay. He does have a little bit of home run derby experience.
He's won one.
Yeah, he's been in one. He's won one a couple years ago. He knows what it is. That could be massive. That's the one thing I'm worried about most with Gunnar. Will the lights be too bright?
Yeah. And
first time, a lot of people watching, crazy environment, crazy atmosphere. The coolest event to go to as a baseball fan, in my opinion, is the home run derby. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Right?
You're not wrong.
But the way the O's are playing, they need to pick me up. Maybe it's Gunnar. Maybe it's Gunnar.
I don't really like that angle, but maybe.
Who else we got?
We have Alec Boehm.
Okay. Probably doesn't matter much, but we'll talk about it. Who's pitching to him?
He's got Scott Wingo. He's a former coach.
Okay.
I'm not sure what coach, maybe high school would be my guess.
All right.
He threw to Bohm in a home run derby when he was younger in the Coastal Plain League. So some experience with each other for sure in home run derby competition. So
Okay.
We'll see.
And then we don't know who is throwing to Garcia, do we?
We don't. That's TB.
Dude, that's
Okay.
To be decided.
And that's a
my
massive.
That's my one thing with Adolis because I wanted to take him too. Because
Yep.
I think I said this on here. The thing that I can't get out of my head out of Adolis is like last year, Vlad was, I would say, easily the player in the Derby field that was struggling the most, like actually in the season. And then what do you know? He wins the Derby. Second half of the season starts going much, much better. And then what do you know? Like this year, he's on a roll. I have a feeling that Adolis, not have a feeling, like out of everybody in the Derby, Adolis is the worst by now, or by far the worst right now. He's hitting like 210. He's obviously a power hitter, so he strikes out a lot. It's the Derby field. This is where he gets to get his swing right. So I think this kind of starts to turn around his season, and I would be a lot more confident going to him if we knew whoever that Mushig guy that he had last year was not pitching, because he was throwing him changeups, slowing away. He was throwing sliders across the zone, up and in with fastballs. Like, what are we doing, man?
You know what we really need? And if I found out this was true, I'd probably take Adolis Garcia if Primer was throwing him.
Dude, if Prime was throwing to him, I'd nuke him.
If Primer was throwing BP to Adolis Garcia, his guy, I feel like the adrenaline would be thrown through his veins. There's no way he would even miss a pitch by an inch. He'd be so dialed in. That'd be the moment of his life.
Yeah.
I would pay money to know or to have Primer get involved and throw the BP over that guy that people are talking about in chat from last year. Is it Tony Beasley? I guess that's the guy they're talking about, mentioning in chat.
Yeah.
That guy was the worst BP thrower. Was he throwing the event?
Must have been.
Was he throwing the contest?
Literally
Might have
had to
been.
be.
Did Adolis not see this guy throw one singular pitch before this event? Did he just say, fuck it? Or Adolis said, fuck it, I'm just going to pick a random McGee off the streets? Who was that guy? That was the worst BP of all time. In chat, that's why we're going over this stuff, because you don't think it's a big deal now, but if you can remember back how much it hurt and cost Adolis last year, it will matter. And you'll see tonight, there'll be one guy, one of these guys tonight in the first round is going to get screwed by terrible BP. I don't know who it's going to be. Probably going to be one of these guys picking, the guy banging their sister like Bobby Witt is, or Adolis Garcia, who we still don't know who he's picking. If he goes back to that guy from last year, he's toast. Probably one of those two, right? Everyone else kind of went with pro guys. We'll see. I don't know.
They just came out with the AL lineup for tomorrow.
Wow.
You ready?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Kwan, Gunnar, Soto, Judge, Alvarez, J-Ram, Guerrero, Adley, Simeon, with Corbin Burns on the bump.
Good luck, Paul Skeens, in that first inning.
Yeah, good luck.
Should have let off Simeon. Free strikeout for
good luck.
Paul Skeens.
And Chad, no surge today. There's no games, obviously, so we're running a little bit late. All right, we're chilling. I still want to go over the All-Star game a little bit here, and potentially Summer League if we have time. But what about NL? Nothing?
Nothing yet. I haven't seen that, but here it is for
Corbin Burns starting, dude.
I'm going to see if there's odds are moving at all for this game.
If there's not a scheduling reason for Skubal not starting, that's actually unbelievable.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Makes sense to me.
I bet.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's one guy we haven't went over yet. We can go over J-Ram with who's pitching to him.
Go ahead and go over J-Ram. Although he's probably already going to win because Trent will be there boots on ground. And
I mean, no one's talking about J-Ram.
I know, you're right.
But he's got his AA hitting coach pitching to him that he's pitched to him in 2022 when they didn't do too well.
Sure.
So, not good history there, but, I mean, it's J-Ram. J-Ram's going nutty this year.
Chad, if you want to know who Trent's on so you can fade, check out the Bookit graphic that's going out soon on Bookit BTL.
Already posted.
Or on Bookit HQ Twitter.
Already posted.
It's on there right now. You can go check it out yourself. Drop a like. Show some heart. And also, no excuses for not dropping likes. I know a lot of you guys, we're in the gambling space. You might not want to drop a like because you don't want to see, people to see your likes. No excuses anymore.
People can't see your likes.
Throw those likes around like dollar bills at the club, okay? Because nobody can see your likes. Drop a like for the people, all right? It helps more than you guys know, all right? No reason to be gatekeeping likes in this economy anymore. Nobody can even see it, all right? Dups. Well, I'm looking at the total in the All-Star game, dropped from 8 where it opened up, although it's been at 7.5 for the last couple of days. That under keeps catching steam. That worries me. I wanted to take the over. What do we know about the All-Star game, gents?
It's always the under.
It's always the under every single season. And there's also one team that's absolutely dominated recently. I think it's the AL, I believe, and they're favorites once again. I think the American League wins every year. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, it's just other than
SPR, bro.
SPR
If you're
check.
right about that,
That's actually
What'd he
that could be
say?
funny.
if you're right about that, SPR.
She's starting Burns because they play the Orioles this weekend.
So the National League, yes, last year was a big year. And the game once again went under because they always do it every single season. There's been a million unders in a row.
Yeah.
Besides 2018, every year besides then, the last 10 or 15 have all gone under. That's crazy. But before last year, Jovan, the American League won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in a row. And then they lost 3 before that, and then they went on another crazy run. The American League, all you got to guys know is the SparkNets here. American League dominates this contest every year. But last year, the NL shocked the world. We were there, boots on ground in Seattle. It was epic. Okay, they got it done. But the game went under once again. Jovan, how contrarian can we get with this MLB All-Star game? And how many units am I putting on the over?
You know, it's funny because I think this is, I would say, the most collectively weak I think we've seen the lineups. And part of that's because of injuries. Part of that's because they want to put Marcus Semien and guys like that in the lineup who do not deserve to be there right now because it's the hometown story or whatever. But
Sure.
I think this would be the most contrarian over I think that we've had recently.
People think, oh, I want to take the over when they have, 20 Aaron Judges facing off against each other in the lineups. No, you don't, because those 20 Aaron Judges show up fat, happy, complacent, not giving a hoot because they've already broken records, and they're there to relax, heal their bodies for the All-Star break because they're absolutely gassed from playing 2/3 of the season already and playing damn near every day. We want the gritty guys, we want the blue-collar guys, the less big-name guys in the lineups for runs, in my opinion. And also, nobody's talking about it, but Paul Skeens, probably going to win Cy Young, probably going to win Rookie of the Year. This kid's an absolute fucking animal, but he's going to have a lot of pressure on him starting this game, right? Typically pitching for Pittsburgh, you don't have much pressure. Although he's had, plenty of cameras on him this year so far, and he's been absolutely dealing. He deserves all the credit he's getting. But my point is, he's going up against some blue-collar guys who are mixed in that lineup. You got Quan he's got to go against in the beginning. Maybe he gets on base. That guy's been low-key the best hitter in baseball this season. Then he's got to get out Aaron Judge and Juan Soto in that first inning. Maybe we get a run off of Paul Skeens right off the rip. I would not be surprised at all.
You know what, too?
At all.
I mean, there is a lot of young pitchers, Krabs.
It's a lot of first-year pitchers, too.
Yeah, because, I mean, outside of Skeens, like, looking through the AL, like, we have Crochet, who's a young guy and a new starter. Not that matters for this, but, like, you have Reagans, you have Skubal, Mason Miller's probably going to pitch, even though he's lights out, like, even going through the NL. You got some guys, too, like Shota's in there, Hunter Green's, I think, going to be here for the first time. You obviously have Paul Skeens. So, like, this is collective young group of pitchers, even though the lineups are kind of weak this year.
I think the weaker lineups might show up and put up better results than the fat, happy, and complacent superstars who are there taking pictures in the dugout, not caring about how the game actually goes.
Yeah.
I want to back the first-year guys to put up some runs against the first-year pitchers in the All-Star game who were nervous as shit.
I hate to say it, too. Hate to bring it up, but the last memory of a young pitcher that was coming in against a really good lineup is definitely seeing Shane McClanahan get blown up in the first inning of the All-Star game that we were at 2 years ago in LA.
I remember.
So, I mean, I feel like that's on the table for a couple of these guys.
I remember.
They're really good pitchers, obviously. Maybe not Skeens, but, like, I could see maybe Reagan's having a tough time. Maybe, like, Skubal looks a little, I don't know, weird out there, even though his leash is going to be shorter than a starter like Shane. Like, something like that I feel like is going to happen maybe 2 or 3 times to a couple of these young guys.
This is shaping up to be, maybe not the most star-studded All-Star game, but the most contrarian over you could take. The lineups aren't as good, but I want to back those guys to grind and actually try in the game because it's probably their first time they're in there. A lot of first-time pitchers in the All-Star game. A lot of big-name dudes. A lot of great young rookies or young guys who are studs in there for the first time. I want to fade those guys in their first All-Star game too, right? It's not rocket science. It's contrarian. It's nasty. It's fading what makes sense, but there's also some reasonings to it that do make sense as well if you actually dig deep and peel the fucking onion away. Okay, you look in there, you see, oh, a lot of first-year All-Star game pitchers. That could be a recipe for disaster. Oh, we got a lefty starting off the game against Paul Skeens. Maybe he finds his way on base because his on-base percentage is like 500 this year, right? Stephen Kwan, underrated guy. I'd rather have my coins on an over with Stephen Kwan batting lead off than Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Because you're getting effort. You're getting heart. You're getting a guy who's there for the first time and wants to show up. Mookie Betts doesn't give a shit about the All-Star game anymore. He's been there 700 times.
Yeah, what did he say last year about the Derby when Trent bet on him? He was like,
He's like, I don't even
Basically
care.
said,
Yeah, he had that
Yeah.
podcast. He was
That
like,
was
yeah,
the
I'm just not
biggest
trying.
cop-out
Yeah.
after you have a shit performance out there I've ever seen. Mookie Betts lost some respect from me that day. He did. Because that was a cop-out. Nobody, you just stunk at the Derby. Just say you blew. Just say you blew. Jovan, I want your plays, your angles. All-Star game tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time. I believe 8 p.m. Eastern. Skeens versus Corbin Burns. What are you taking? What are you thinking? What are you leaning?
I think I just might have to get involved in that over with you.
Wow.
Krabs.
I've been talking about this over all week.
And I'm very against the All-Star overs usually because I
Okay.
mean we've talked about it for like the last couple of years, and I'm
Sure.
just kind of shut it down. I don't want to shut it down now because, like I said, a lot of young pitchers and young guys in the lineup for that matter, but it's guys who care about it a shit ton more, who are probably not just trying to go up there and hit nukes every single at bat like I don't know every vet does against whatever pitcher they face.
Sure.
So, I don't mind it at all. I don't know if I'm there yet, but I think that's where my head goes to first. I'll be honest with you.
The over.
Yeah.
2 words, chat. The over. That's actually 2 words. Shit. 2 words, chat.
That is 2 words.
Over. Lock it in. Okay. What else you guys want to talk about? We got plenty of time. We could keep talking about stuff. We could talk about some prize picks, squares.
I think we head to Summer League and wrap it up.
You know?
Yeah,
Can we flash the Sharp report up one more time for the peeps?
we absolutely
And
can.
make sure they saw these plays. Some of the weirdest plays you're going to ever see on the Sharp reports. Let's hope we can cash. Chad, I'm going Outbound under 449.5 feet for his longest home run on the books. And for prize picks, I'm going Teoscar Hernandez, more than 21.5 round 1 home runs. That keeps getting bumped up. I want to buy stock in Javon's guy Teoscar early before I think he maybe fades off at the end of this contest.
Was Gunner always at 23.5?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering.
Javon, any other Phil's nugs? I don't even think I heard you talk about Baylor Shireman yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, book play for the Derby for me is Ozuna over his exit velo here. Green Book shout outs. Get that line because apparently it's higher other places, people were saying. But PP Square for just tonight in general, Baylor Shireman PRA, which I think you can get involved in.
Huh.
So it's Celtics Lakers tonight. And when we were crafting, or I was crafting a slip earlier, that was the one game that wasn't on the board, but that's the highest total on the board, 186.5. Like I think that's 5 points higher than the next one, which is the Heat. So I think there's going to be a lot of points. Lakers defense has been relatively mid and like these bigger guards when they did play. I've been kind of dicing them up. I think it's the Baylor show tonight, which I'm a big fan of his game. I think he's pushing triple-double numbers tonight. I think he's going to have a great day against the Lakers. So I'm all in on Baylor.
All right. Baylor Shireman, a friend. Cash for us in that NBA draft 2-piece we had with Terrence Shannon and Baylor Shireman. Both to get drafted in the first round. Legacy sweat. Let's see if we can cash again on your guy, Baylor Shireman. Why not?
Yeah, I'm in.
Sign me up. All right, chat. Let's take a peep at some of these Summer League lines real quick. I want to go to the books. Jared saying in chat, I got over 20.5 round 1 for Hernandez at minus 135. Krabs, what do you think? Jared, I love that play. I also wouldn't hate getting, a higher line at a better price either because I don't think it's going to be a problem early on.
Ooh, you know what I did
I
forget
really
too,
don't.
Krabs?
What do you got?
Dalton Connect versus Baylor Shireman. Creighton, Tennessee. You know who ended Baylor Shireman's season?
Yeah.
In his career? If you want any added extra motivation for Baylor Shireman tonight, it's probably that.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to be matched up one-on-one. You'd think they would be. Not that Connect's like Drew Holiday on defense or anything, but he's going to want to get after him a little bit today.
That's an interesting angle. We saw the first and second overall picks show up in their debut in the Summer League. Alex Sarr and Rushy. Both those guys had pretty solid games in their debut, going head-to-head against each other. Maybe we see these two gents tonight go off against each other. A little added motivation for Baylor to go off. Makes me like that square even more.
Yeah.
Sure. SBR likes Marcus Sasser tonight. Second-year shot chucker for the Pistons. Shot like 0 for 20 last game and is back up at 15 points. I feel like that's kind of like the Penn State square we took last night that was rat meat. Reminds me a little bit of Pickett.
Well, you know what the difference is? I mean, Sasser, I kind of like Ron Holland a little better than Sasser, not for the reasons I'm about to say, but I've discovered a couple things betting the Summer League. The Spurs are very small, so I take rebounds against the Spurs. The Lakers play no defense in general, and the Rockets also don't really defend. They have like a bunch of guards that are not great in that aspect. So if there are guys that like rim run condition, like constantly, like Carrington probably should have done for more of the game last night, they're torching them.
Okay.
So Sasser could do that if he wants to today.
All right. So definitely not fading him today.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right. Krabs 2-piece NBA Bozo pack just needs to be about even money around there. If it hits, I'll give subs. Brewers Wizards was not it last time. You're goddamn right, big dog. That was not it. That was not it. Although I think we took Rockets Wizards for the 2-piece.
Yeah, I think that hit.
And I think that did hit, didn't it, big dog?
Yeah, I thought it did.
I know I personally took Brewers Wizards and that did not hit, but on the stream we did a 2-piece Summer League Geyserman of the Rockets and Wizards, and I believe that hits. I'm down to do another one though. The Rockets once again are favorites and they're catching steam. They're up to 7.5 favorites now. We're watching the Derby together. We will be there boots on ground tonight, chat. But Goots, don't we have some sort of stream they can watch or tap into?
We do. We will be doing an IRL stream at the Derby around 7 o'clock. So make sure you tune in to Twitch right here where you are right now.
Sure.
To watch that.
W's. Jelly will be commanding ship for that, I believe.
He will be.
We will all be there, boots on ground in the outfield, sweating out the home run derby, sweating out our plays, and you guys can sweat it out with us on Twitch, Bookit Sports. Okay? Ron shows up. Did someone say Bozo pack? Yes, Ron. As a matter of fact, they did. Jovan doing his giveaway.
Yeah,
the
we
people
do that
some
on
coins.
Twitter after this, yes.
All right, Jovan knows some people some coins. Check Twitter for that one right after this. Primer, not today, maybe tomorrow. I know we wanted to go do some corp shit today and check out whatever they have around the All-Star game. All that, extra stuff. Go check out the shop. Go check out, potential breakages, right? Some MLB jersey boxes that people are talking about going crazy for from last year.
We need to find those.
We got to locate those puppies.
If anybody's got eyes on those in chat, if you've been down there, you're around, please.
I'm sure Primer has the latitude and longitude coordinates
probably
for those potentially. So Primer, if you could send those lats and longitudes over my way, that'd be very helpful for those mystery boxes. Can't wait for the Hample interaction with Krabs. Estemico, I would love nothing more than to just talk to Zach Hample. Just ask him a couple questions. Nothing crazy, right? It's not going to get physical. I'm not going to assault the guy. I might say some mean things verbally, maybe some verbal abuse. Nothing physical. I just want to chirp the guy and ask him some questions. That's it. All right? Are you giving away the breaks? Jules, we have not gotten that far.
I think Trent is supposed to give away.
I know Trent has some sort of giveaway.
He will be. It's either going to be today or tomorrow. I don't think that's decided yet, but definitely
shout out the Gold Boys.
Look out on his Twitter for that.
He'll
be doing a giveaway.
I think we're trying to do that today.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
But yeah, we got to find him first.
Yeah,
got
to find those puppies.
That would definitely help. Tell Hample you watched his doc on Wednesday.
Where you're going?
Oh, we're gonna watch his doc on Wednesday. Oh, fuck! I forgot about that, Goots.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
College football stream next. Zach Campbell.
Yeah, well, you guys do that up here. I'll be downstairs. Have fun with that.
Shit. I got to pay $10 on Vimeos, and I have to give money to Zach Hample and watch the video. Are you sure you don't want to watch the video of Zach Hample just reacting to his doc? With no
that
doc
one
even
was terrible.
No, it's got to be the whole doc.
That one was
all right.
hate.
No surge today, guys. No plays.
No plays.
Favorite pick of the draft yesterday? Goots, please. I've heard the name Honeycutt enough. For the love of God,
dude.
But I will say that's probably the best pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Honeycutt going to the O's. It just feels right. So they got another fucking prospect coming up from the lab here in a couple of years who's going to be a stud, who strikes out a ton.
No, we got the steal of the draft with Wetterholt.
You got Nick
seven.
I kind of got to agree with Nick.
Thank you. He's got a little hammy, a little banged up, so he fell a little bit. But
who'd you take?
JJ Wetterholt from West Virginia.
Yes. Okay.
I would have been fine with Caglione, but I knew he's going to go before us. Didn't know he was falling 7. But either one, it's either the Royals or the Cardinals got the steal first round.
I do respect guys who go to the drafts, and JJ was there. That was cool. Yeah.
Big Cheesy, good point. I am the best athlete at Bookit. Have you guys seen me run out a ground ball to first base?
Yeah, seen Krabs go 0-2.
All right. If I had to take a 2-piece on the NBA board for tonight, I'm taking the best summer league team I've ever seen in my entire life, the Houston Rockets on the ML. Jovan, there's got to be some sort of angle you can match me with on this, with the Rockets.
My one concern with the Rockets, they're playing a back-to-back, so I don't know if everybody's going to play.
It's a good point. They're still getting mad line respect, though.
I still think they win. It was just I'd be kind of moosed if I placed that, and then I don't see Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepherd on the court or something like that.
It's a good point. Krabs on ESPN again with a one-handed diving catch. Good. I'm not going to have a glove in sight. You know that. I'm going to try. All right. I can't control it, but I'm going to sure as hell try. All right. Grizzlies team is gross too. Huh.
Dude, maybe it's the Sixers today.
Yeah.
That could be a Bozo Peck piece. I looked at the board and I just got a feeling that we're going to have one of these games where everybody's going to splooge over Jared McCain hitting 6 or 7 threes or whatever, and I had visions of it being today. It just might be. I did craft a little entry for just first looks at the board.
I mean, I'm more than down to fade the Trailblazers Bookit Squad too.
I crafted this 4-piece Krabs obviously I put Baylor Shireman in there, but I put tonsils on Jaime Jaquez. I don't know why he's playing in the summer league, but he is.
Okay.
He's playing the Thunder.
Sure.
I put Jared McCain points in there. And then the one that was iffy that I was debating what to put in there, and I wasn't completely sold on it. Put Ron Holland in there over his points. But I did also really like your Dylan Jones play, which you could easily sneak in there as well.
Dylan Jones, mid-major legends, huh?
Yeah.
He transferred to Purdue at the end of his career? Different guy?
No, different guy.
Dylan Jones
He's still Weaver State.
Yeah, the Weaver State guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Dylan Jones. Who's the guy I was thinking about who transferred to Lance Jones from Purdue?
Lance, right?
Yeah, Lance Jones.
Lance Jones.
Yeah, who was like their role player. Totally getting that guy mixed up, but I know the guy from Weaver State that got drafted. We were sweating that out during the NBA draft night sweats. Yeah. Yes, I like Dylan Jones, the Weaver State kids. We haven't heard Weaver State's name in relevance probably since Damian Lillard got taken from there. This kid's a stud. This kid's a freak. He's a little bit bigger than most typical guards in the mid-majors too. I like Dylan Jones. I like his points. We got the Bookit Squad in the chat. What's up, Pickett? What's good, Pickett? Holding down the YouTube. How we doing, squads? Guys, not going to have my bet tracked in Pickett, but I will have a post in Pickett with a little write-up about the Derby. So go check out the Pickett. You know where to go, get the plays, get the angles, get the prize pick squares from the squads. If you're not following us on Pickett, what are you doing? I say it every day in the beginning of the show. If you're not tracking your own bets on Pickett Sports, where it manually or automatically logs into all your books for you and places your bets and tracks them, not places them, but tracks them for you, what are you doing? It saves me time out of my day. I don't have to track shit. Automatically syncs all that stuff right into the Pickett app. Cleanest UI UX. Go check out Pickett Sports. If you're not using it, I don't know what the heck you're, holding back from. I tell you guys every day. Go check it out. Tap in. Where are you guys getting summer league? Somebody asked.
Prize picks.
Prize pick squares.
Or on every book they have normal lines.
They also have the lines up on the books. Yeah. I think a little 2-piece today, Jovan. If we go back to the books, maybe it's a little Rockets ML and a little Sixers ML 2-piece. Back Reed Shepard in the squad, the hot hand, the best summer league team I've ever seen, the Rockets, even if they played last night and still backing them. They showed so much effort last night against the Wizards. It was unbelievable.
They did.
It was like it was a championship game. And then pairing that with the 76ers on the ML. I like that. UI, UX, W software vocab. Yes, Jete, sure. Heat Celtics bozo. Big dog. I kind of like that 2-piece we just crafted, though. Rockets ML and 76ers ML for a little 2-piece in the books. Not every green book has 0 lines as of right now. Like lightning, that might be state by state. We literally just had those on the screen. They're right here. Feast your eyes. So maybe not in your states, but we're looking at them right now as we speak.
Yep,
there they are. Boom. Give me the 2-piece. Give me the Rockets ML. Give me the 76ers ML, and I'll meet you guys at the cash cow. Jovan, can you go over that 4-piece right now for the people one more time if they want to tell?
Yeah, I mean, this is minimal thought that I put into it, but the one that I will actually put thought into is Baylor Shireman more than his PRA. I took Jaime Jaquez more than his PRA just because I wanted to take a heat square and I put tonsils on him.
Yep.
Took Ron Holland more than his points, and then Jared McCain more than his points. That's a little for guys.
Sure.
But Baylor Shireman, that's the main square that I actually labbed up and will put in multiple entries tonight.
All right. Baylor Shireman, who's gotten bumped up recently, by the way.
Has he?
Yes. A little bit higher than on the graphic. Love that.
He's going to soar.
All right, W's. Let's go over a little recap here, and then we're going to close it out, guys. No squad ride today. I do not want to force one. I do not want to give out a loser on some new shit home run derby squad rides or something that people can't even take. We're going to hold. We're going to wait. We're going to be patient. We're going to keep this 6-2-1 record. Okay, and we're not going to force today. You guys cool with that?
But it's reasonable.
Reasonable. Okay. If you guys want a squad ride, you can take our home run derby plays and our prize picks lineups. We will have plenty. All right. My home run derby winner, I'm going with Goots' guy, Gunnar Henderson. Who would have thought? At what, plus 550, plus 475 he might be down to now, depending on the books. I like Gunnar Henderson to win that puppy. Jovan?
I like to take guys in the back half of the odds so we get some value. So I'm taking Teoscar Hernandez plus 1,100. He's at right now.
Sure.
The long shot Dodgers slugger for me.
Teoscar, best pitcher in the home run derby. That could be the difference. Could be the difference.
Could be the difference.
All right, chat. We'll be back tomorrow. We have a big day. It's not going to be BTL. It's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to want to miss it. Okay? Get ready to sweat out some college football gameplay tomorrow morning. You better be there early. Get ready. I know you're going to be playing the game tonight until you literally fall asleep with the controller in your hand. Show up tomorrow morning and be ready to attack. We're going to be streaming all fucking day. And then we're going to the All-Star game tomorrow. Okay? Tonight, we're going to the Home Run Derby, boots on ground. We will have a live stream going up and active on the Bookit Sports Twitch tonight. Shelly's going to run point. We're going to be live tonight for the Derby. Sweat it out with us. All right, we'll catch you there tonight. I don't know, around 7 p.m., right? Central, sometime around then. We'll catch you guys there tonight. W stream today. We'll meet you at the cash counter after Gunnar Henderson hits 700 nukes to right field, and I catch one with my bare hands, unfazed, no marks at all, and I go home a winner because I didn't catch it with a fucking glove like a little kid.
Not bad, Krabs.
Okay? Catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be seeing.
Wait.